Hello and welcome to another day in the 1 month game dev challenge. Yeah, today in this video you will see how I refactor some stuff like the more generic actionable testing, and also a new implementation of our new chest that is getting opened. Really cool. So let's dive right into it. You see here I got a error message because I just started to implement an actionable, because we want to have it more generic, to have the same button, in this case E, for picking up stuff, for opening treasures, for, I don't know, do any action, because it's more convenient to have it more generic. So that's why I created an actionable interface and added a execute action to it. So we want to create or fix this arrow at first. Let's see where it is. Yeah, easy. We want to just implement this function, and then everything's good. So we need to refactor the code so that we pick it up from this execute action, and also then create some kind of treasure chest and do the looting system. So let's test how we can get to this point. We have the player controller, and we see, okay, if we hit the action key, it's it's the player pickup. That's not what we want. We want to have the some kind of generic thing that we say, okay, it's the action object, for example, then execute action, and in this the pickup will happen. So in this case we want to have our let me see, our pick up object. It is the weapon, I think. World weapon. There we go. And there we can do some things like pick it up. So we might want to check the current function where we have it in. It is a big mess here, like all the time. The player pickup, then get the player pickup, and there we go. This is the pickup function, and we might want to refactor this in this way, that it's not the player pickup function. It's more like the action controller, I would say, because we then can see if there is something like actionable actionable stuff or something like that. So this will be kind of a refactoring episode, and in addition with some looting system implementation. So let's hope that we not break anything. I'm pretty sure we do. Okay, let's get right into it. So this probably will be the just renaming this to execute action function, and then we can see, okay, and pickupables I would rename to actionables. And also have this I pick upable. I don't know, because the whole pickup logic is right here, and this should not be necessary, because this is generic. This should only happen with items we can pick up, and not chests, for example. So it would be a super cool idea to have like override in here. That's not possible with the interface. Damn. to just pick it up in this little function here. So let's just remove everything right here to have it a bit more clean. There we go. And then have it right here. So in this execute action function, we want to try to get the most generic thing. We should make it this way more generic, that I say, okay, this is really an actionable, and this is not the pickup info. This should be something like the show action info. Show action info. And this is the hide action info, and that's totally okay, totally fine. But then we just need to move this a step higher, and just call this action info and not pickup info. So, and then we can just move right into the world weapon and just rename this to show action info and hide action info. And I think this should already do a good amount of logic here. Yeah, right. And then we have the game object in here. And then we want to get the component, the actionable, and execute this. Nice. And then we can destroy the, or do we want to destroy it? No, this is just the logic we want to handle in our execute function. And this is the logic of the pick up stuff. So we go right into the world weapon and do this with the execute action. Nice. In this case, we do not know, okay, what do we really want to have here. Okay, the inventory controller. So we might want to pass this one to the inventory controller. But on the other side, we also can just figure out another way to do it. So let's figure another way out. We could do it because I really do not want to create any kind of inventory controller stuff as a singleton. So let's try another approach. How we can pass this data to the inventory. Another idea would be an inventory manager. I do not know why we did an inventory controller in the first place. But it's okay. That's okay. We'll find out how we handle that. We can, for example, instance the all controller in our player script, something like private inventory controller, and then have here the weapon controller and have here the player controller. I think we never need the player controller, so we just have the weapon controller and the inventory controller. And in the awake function, we just say, hey, the inventory controller is get the component of the inventory controller, and the same is for the weapon controller. There we go. And then we just create some kind of properties for that. So with the public inventory controller, with a get function, and the same goes for the weapon controller. Controller, and then the weapon controller goes right there, and there we can now get the player, because the player is a singleton, and can now execute this what we want to do. So therefore we just go to the player dot instance dot inventory controller, and then we can add it to the inventory, and this gets deleted. And now we got an actionable, so we can have a new actionable where we say, hey, this is a openable, for example, and then we can get a chest, for example, to open and do not want to destroy anything. So that's kind of fair, I think. So let's create it right away before we forget it. So this is an openable. Is this a word? I do not think that this is a valid word, but it's okay. For me as a non-native speaker, this is an actionable, and I think this is kind of good as it is right now. Cool. So let's just look if we have destroyed anything, and if we can just pick up anything we have here. So the pop-up is there, nice, and I press E, it still works. Okay, yeah. Nice. Good, cool. Then we just need to create some kind of chest. So in one of my last games, I already created some kind of treasure chest. So for that, I would just simply create this one, where I create an empty object, a kind of treasure chest with a big C. And then I want to have the bottom of the chest in here, and also I want to have the top of the chest in here. Nice. So this should be 0, 0, 0. And let's see if this is looking good. Yeah, really, really nice. This looks like a nice treasure chest. Love it. So let's make it a bit more viewable. So there it is. Nice. So the treasure chest already should look kind of cool, and I think it does. I think it's always a good idea to separate these both things that I want to have moved somehow. So I just want to create this way, that I put the pivot point in here, and then to the right, and then super important, I want to have these numbers as a negative in here, and then have the position in here also as a negative, and then I think I can just easily no, it was the other way around. My bad. Okay. So let's do it like that. We have in here the top position, and also the X position, and then we want to have the minus in here and the minus here. And I think if I now rotate this, it opens like a real chest. Nice. That's what I wanted to achieve. Nice. Then I'm happy with that. And yeah, that's it already. Let's make a prefab out of this chest and add some kind of script to it, like a world loot box or world treasure chest, I think. So this is the world prefab. and then go right into it and add the world treasure chest to it. Nice. And with this new script, we want to make it an actionable, that if I press E, that there's something like, hey, you want to open the door, the chest, something like that, and also animate the treasure chest. So I want to make sure to have it as an I actionable, and then I want to create, there we go, all of that automatically. Nice. So the execute action should be just debug log where it says, hey, you got items, hooray, and also should animate a little bit. So what should be animated? The treasure top. So we need the transform of the treasure top. So this is a treasure top. And then we just say, okay, the treasure top, we want to animate it with a rotation. So we want to have the local rotation changed with a winner vector 3 space. And I think the if you say 90 degrees is the vertical axis of this, I would say we get 50, I'm sorry, added to that we have 180, so minus 140, minus 140 is okay for that, and I think 1 second to open this chest is also pretty okay for that. And to make it a bit more bouncy, we use this outback or outbounce easing type. And to make this all a bit more dynamic, I have this private float here for the open rotation is minus 140, and for the duration this is 1f, and I think with this we're kinda dynamic, and we can make a bunch of work done with this. So I'm actually pretty pretty thrilled to see this. If this is working on the first try, would be super great. I would be really happy if this is working directly, because you know me. it's hard to get it right on the first try. But it's okay. That's why we do this challenge, to make it or to learn more within a short period of time. So I think that's okay. So let's try it. If this is working. So we got the treasure chest here without any collider. Nice. But if I press E, nothing happens. That's bad. But why did I do anything wrong? Because it's an actionable. The execute action was already in. Yeah, of course. That's pretty dumb for me. I need the collider. Yeah, sure. So otherwise there will be no check if this really is working. So yeah, that was pretty dumb from me. So let's just add this box collider to this prefab, and we want to make it pretty accurate. I do not want to work with the mesh collider. Of course, it's the most accurate, I think, but it also is the most expensive, and I want to have it a bit performant at least. I'm not the perfect performance dude, but I think where I can save some stuff, I will save some stuff. So yeah, that's it. Now we can remove this again, and we want to try it again. If this is working now, where it is, there it is. And now there's a collider on it, nice. And if we press E, nice, it gets open. Pretty nice. I think it looked really cool. Yeah, let's just drag in another one into the scene, so we can open a bunch of more treasure chests. I think this looked pretty cool, this animation. Yeah, nice. I really like the style of this, actually. Yeah, so we get this chest animated, nice. And now we want to also need to spawn these weapons, and also get a whole loot system behind all of that. And yeah, that will be pretty interesting. But I think this is a bigger task for the next time, I think. I think it was the main part of this video to refactor the action system and add the treasure chest itself, but not the whole looting system, because I think therefore we need much more items to get it a bit more tested out, if this is working and stuff like that. And yeah, that's it. If you liked the video, then please hit the subscribe button, or if you do not want to miss anything else, like my main project azaryia. And then thanks for watching. We see you in the next video. Bye bye.